everybody, Gun Psychiatrist here. Today we're going to talk about upper, lower, modern sporting rifle play. Now, of course, what does that mean? Let's look at it. It's the play between the upper and lower receivers. And a lot of these guns are manufactured to have various tolerances between the various platforms that are available. Not all these rear tangs are going to be the same size, and not all these rear tang areas cut out in the lower receivers are going to be the same size. So for this, the industry shoots for a standard tolerance, which leaves us with play in the AR-15 on a lot of guns unless they're machined together and machined for precise exact fit. Standard on most of your build kits out there, you're going to have some slop and you're going to have some play. The popular thing in years past is to install an upper tension set screw. The problem that I've seen though is, okay, great, that exerts upward pressure on the lower. Now what happens when this fires and you have too much lateral play in this area where, like in the case of this gun, we can see how much play that has. I've seen the AccuWedge, which is a piece of cheap, I don't even think it's worth 15 bucks, but it's a little cheap piece of rubber that sits up into the back of this rear tang area, and then you got to smush your receiver down on the thing. It's almost impossible to even get your pin back in or out. That to me is not a solution. The other solution is these. These work great, these tension set screws. Now, the one problem I have with those is not all AR-15 lowers have an upper tension set screw hole. Of course, you can easily install one yourself at home if you have a drill press or a hand drill. I also have kits available that I'll be getting up on my website here soon that you could, of course, drill and tap your own at home for about the same price as a AccuWedge. I think this is a lot more precise. It allows you to set just the right amount of tension. Now, does that still stop the lateral play? No, because as you can see, I got a little brass mark on here, and of course I use brass. I didn't use nylon because the nylon wears out, and that indicates where this thing's sitting. But look at the brass mark. It's not a perfectly round circle. It still has lateral play even after it's set. So every time you fire this gun, you may not see it with the naked eye, but it's going to inch back and forth in there. There's a number of things that can happen with these receivers when there's play in them that can cause issues with functionality and can also definitely plague your accuracy and your ability for your rifle to group properly. So what's the solution? It's going to be little shims that fit around your takedown pins. And it can go each side, it can go all one side, what have you. I don't offer these for sale yet on my website or on my eBay store. But what you can do, if you need to get these, send me an email with your measurements and I'll send you a kit out. And literally, this is a cheap solution to achieve a precision fit with an upper and lower receiver and remove all the slop out of them. So, how do you figure out what you need and what's going to work for you? We need to find out what our receiver is measurement-wise. 4960. And then we want to measure this. 524. Okay, so we're sitting 524. Let's do the math. So, the measurements we just pull off that gun leave us with .5240 on the lower receiver, and that's the tang area that the upper receiver tang is going to slide into. And of course, the upper receiver tang is .4985. If we subtract these two numbers, that is going to give us 255 10,000ths in the upper and lower receivers. So, well, we can easily look at dividing this number, and we can say .02, well, we can get shims that are .01. So if we add a shim to each of those sides, that's going to leave us with 55 10,000ths of an inch. Okay, but after installing these shims, this is what your fit is going to look like. That's pretty good. And that's both sides. That's accounting for both sides. So if I don't think you need to shim that, but you can literally shim it with less than a piece of paper. And that, my friends, is what 55 10,000ths of an inch looks like. It's literally the thickness of a piece of paper. So, that's a pretty good fit for an upper and lower receiver. And that's what shimming your upper and lower receiver can do for you with the shims. .375. They're only 3/8 of an inch in diameter. Now, your inside is set up .5210. or sorry, I read it backwards. That is 0.2505. If you guys see this on the camera, I'm trying to read this. This looks like 0.5202. It's actually 0.2505 on these. Sorry about that. But basically, this is going to fit 1/4 inch takedown pins. So, as you see, they slide right on. You got nice, good fit. And what I would do is I would either take some spray adhesive, spray the backs of these, get all the oil off your lower receiver where these are going to sit on the inside, scrub them out with acetone, whatever you need to do, but get an oil-free surface, and you can take spray adhesives to the back of these, just lay them down flat, spray a layer or two of adhesive over these, and then go ahead and install them in your lower receiver on each side. And of course, that spray adhesive will hold pretty well. I mean, you're not looking for perfect, but when you do take these out, you don't want to try to fumble with them to get them back in because they're a pain in the butt. You can use spray adhesive or you can use epoxy, either one. I just do one at a time. If you do epoxy, I would drop a little tiny drop right here and a little tiny drop right there with like a sewing needle or a toothpick or something. You don't need a lot. You just need it to stay in place when you take down the takedown pin on the rear of the tang to make it work. Now, will these work for the front? Absolutely. You can do the same thing. Measure your front and get the difference, and then just contact me and send me an email, and I can get you a shim kit on the way. It'll take a few days. I'll ship it out for free. It costs you about $5-10, whatever. If you need to do front and back, you can do that as well. Just hit me up, and I'll get you a price. These things are pretty cheap for me to make, so that's that. And they're good quality. They're 18/8 stainless steel, so they'll never rust. And once you glue them in and set them in place, whatever, they'll be working great for you. Once you get them set in place, you can close your upper receiver, and most of the play is going to be removed from your upper. I'm sure you've seen a lot of other things going around out there, but these things are the deal. Like I say, I can get a set of them out to you for around $5-6, depending on, and shipping's going to cost literally next to nothing. I can just send these in the mail. But these things are going to change the game. So if you're interested and you want to get some of these for your lower, do your measurements. And say, hey man, my difference in the two numbers is 0.0255. Okay, great. I will send you a kit to take care of that play that you have in your receiver. So anyways, thanks for watching this. Shoot me an email, kevin@thegunpsy.com. That's kevin@thegunsci.com. Shoot me an email. I'll be sure to get back to you, and I'll have you a set of these going out to take care of any play issues that you might have in your AR-15 if you're looking for the utmost precision and functionality of your rifle or pistol. So thanks for watching. Do check us out on YouTube, Facebook, the World Wide Web. Hell, I got a store on eBay. You can find me. Just search The Gun Psychiatrist. So hey guys, thanks for watching this. Please hit the subscribe button down below. Look forward to your comments, and if I can be of any help to you whatsoever, please give me a shout. Of course, in the comment section or at my email. Thanks for watching. God bless America. And until next time, I'll see you later.